All right, it's Friday again, and it's time for our voiceover only numbers between Todd Barsness, right over there, and Hudson Barsness' son. Dad has been in voiceover for 16 years. I've been in voiceover for just starting my sixth year, so 5 full years. This is our new setup. Dad's down in his studio. I'm in my studio in the name of slowing down for Dad, doing less stuff. He's trying to kind of slow down his business and not turn the faucet completely off. And I'm trying to build my business and with that comes less time to do things. We were spending about half an hour, 45 minutes doing numbers down in the studio and stuff like that. So we decided to kind of cut some time and do it from here. So Dad's using John's, um, what is it? Zoom.
Zoom account,
Yeah,
yeah. Yep.
because that's the one we've used for our numbers and everything like that in the past for our private Facebook group. So anyway, we're going to do our numbers as we always do. If you're new here, feel free to check out videos we've done in the past. We've been giving numbers since basically right after my first year in voiceover. So you can go back and check those out from when I first started. Some of my down years, certainly
Mm.
trying to build things and all of that. And then back when Dad was making, I think it was, what was it, one of your last couple of years making over $300,000. You try to make $6,000 a week. So
Yep.
now we're at Dad trying to make 188 this year to hit some career milestones, and I'm trying to make 110. I am over $70,000 and Dad is over 117 this year. So
Mhm.
we will jump into those numbers right now. I'm trying to make $2,100 a week. What are you trying to make a week?
Between 35 and 3,600.
Okay. And that'll help you with your career milestones.
Yep.
So here we go. I had 0 warm responses in direct marketing. I had 3 auditions. Haven't heard anything back about those yet. I did 11 jobs between the platforms I'm on: direct email marketing, Voice123, Upwork, Voices.com, Fiverr, ACX, The VO Planet, and my agent. Let's see here. I said in our private Facebook group, I'm not doing too many ACX audiobook auditions because I've been quite busy. But if things continue to slow down as they are a little bit right now, um, I'll probably start getting on those just to have something working in the background. So um, that's just kind of a caveat. So haven't
Mm.
heard anything back from, I don't remember, what was it, last week that I had a agent job and I got paid for the $500 session. I haven't heard anything back about exactly the buyout options they decided on. So I'll get back in front of them and ask them about that. Try to be nice about it and not bug them. So anyway, here are my numbers. I had, let's see here, one, two, three, 4 jobs in direct. A couple of them were, or all of them were um, recurring clients for a total of 825 bucks. Voice 123, I had, let's see here, 3 jobs for a total of 875, and I think all of those were new clients. They were. Upwork, I had 2 small jobs, a $45 recurring job and a $15 recurring job. 54 bucks I get after Upwork takes its amount. I had a $200 voices.com recurring client. I get 160. And then I had a Fiverr recurring client job for 95 bucks. I got 76. Nothing on ACX, nothing VO Planet, and nothing from my agent this week. I also didn't do any editing for Dad this week, so my total was for direct or for voiceover alone was $1,990, 1,990 bucks. I was telling our group that I think it's been 4 weeks in a row that I haven't hit my goal or above. So got to start figuring that out and win some more jobs so I can get over that. Napa hasn't been back for a little bit, so I'm guessing they're in between promos and stuff like that. So maybe once things come around for the third quarter or whatever, we'll get some more of those. But I haven't had a week yet under $1,500 this year. So that's kind of the silver lining, and I'm obviously way ahead of my goal as I sit here um, on June 19th.
Yes. You have the rest of the month to go. What is it?
Hmm.
7 days. And if my calculation is right, you're a little over $70,000.
I
That
am.
leaves
Yep.
you with 40 grand to get the rest of the year. And
Hmm.
if you forget those 7 days, but just take, July through the end of the year, you need to make a little over $6,000 a month. So that's
Yes.
doable for you. And that
Hmm.
would put you at your major goal of, well, getting over 100 grand. I mean, let's be
Yeah.
honest.
Yep.
That is kind of the gold standard as far as voiceover is concerned. I mean, I've been watching posts and there's been some people, I won't mention who it is, but there've been people that have saying, multiple people say $50,000 is nothing to sneeze at in today's world, with AI and all these different things. I don't agree with that. I don't believe in that. I think $50,000 is a minimum people should be able to make in voiceover. And I'm not saying it's easy. I'm just saying I think you can do it if you treat it like a business and really do that. Go out and get yourself found, work on your craft, market like a fiend, market like a maniac. But according to the NAVA survey, uh, almost 75% of people make 50K or less, three quarters. Almost 50%, 46% to be exact, make 10 grand or less per year. And so here you are, you're shooting for, if you just shoot for the $100,000, you're only less than $30,000 away from $100,000. And most people say you can't do that, or such a
Mhm.
tiny, tiny amount of people can do that. And it's probably true in a way because of how, they think and how they run their business. You just don't do it
Hmm.
that way.
Correct. Yep. A lot of hard work, a lot of numbers, a lot of auditions. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of doing it when I don't want to do it necessarily. So,
Yes. Yes. And
yeah.
you've got a couple of fish on the line. You
Hmm.
have, I don't know if you mentioned it, but you had uh you're waiting on usage on one client. Still.
From my agent. Yep. They
Yeah.
haven't. And then
Did you mention that already in this group?
I did when I was talking about my numbers,
Okay.
because I said I would make sure I told people once I figured it out and it would come in that week whenever it
Got
does,
it.
and it'll be towards my numbers. I have an
Yeah.
Upwork client that said they were going to use me today. It didn't come through.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, I have some scripts from one of the clients that used me this week. New
Hmm.
clients from Voice 123 is going to be sending me more product videos. And then I have another direct email marketing client who used me a little bit ago, has used me a couple years in a row for internal stuff, but their client wanted to do some cut downs of the internal and turn them into commercials. And I got paid for the cut downs. I didn't have to do any more work basically. And I got paid $4,000 if people remember back. So we'll see what happens there. I don't know if it's going to be internal and they're going to do cut downs again. I hope so. But right now, I'm waiting to find out. They said they want to do a session next week. So,
Yeah. Yeah, so it's not
yep.
like you don't have anything going, and in fact
No.
you have a chunk of money that really is already in the bank. You just don't know what it is from the
Yes.
agent job. So that's
Correct.
good.
Yep.
Yeah. As far as my week is concerned, I had a big week last week, and this week I was kind of lazy. I'm trying to slow down, kind of lazy, didn't do a lot of auditions the last few weeks, and it always shows up. And that's why it's not it's not a perfect science turning the spigot down and trying to say, I want to go from $300,000 where the way I do business, lots and
Hmm.
lots and lots of projects, to, 188. So that's a big chunk. That's a big chunk of especially long form narration and stuff. And so
Hmm.
I don't know exactly how to do it because I can't go to school on anybody. Nobody that I know of is doing it. And so I'm trying to do it myself. And sometimes I win, sometimes I don't. But so far, so good. Voice 123 at 0, voices.com 0, and Upwork at 0. So sometimes you get what you put into it. And I got
Hmm.
0 because I didn't put much into it. Last week, if you remember, I was at $3,600 on Fiverr. This week, way down at $972. And my direct all recurring clients, $2,535. 2535 for my total. I'm looking to try to make between 3,000, 3,500 and 3,600, and I was just into that average, $3,507.
Nice.
$3,507. I was talking to our private group so far, and I'm not going to do this every week in the public group, but so far I've made over $117,000, 171, and change. I'm rounding down, which If I'm trying to make the 188 for the year, I'll need $70,829 for the rest of the year, or $11,804 per month. So that's what I'm going to have to be shooting for if I want to hit those career milestones at
Nice.
188. But secretively, I'm going to try to hit 200,000
Yeah.
this year,
Because you
just
can't help
because
yourself.
this guy can't help myself.
Yeah.
I'll slow down next year.
No
We'll
comment.
see. All right.
Well, thank you for
Yep.
joining us again. We hope you guys are okay with this new setting. But even if you're not, too bad. We're just going to keep doing it this way because this is what works best for us. So
Well, it makes
thanks for,
it makes us look like we're really voiceover
yeah, we're
people,
not just sitting
because
down in
we
the
actually
basement. Yeah.
have microphones in front of us. I mean, these
Yeah.
types of microphones, broadcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The good
Anyway, go
ones.
ahead.
Yep.
Yep.
No. Yep. We appreciate you guys stopping by. Once again, you can check out videos of me struggling. If you like to watch stuff like that. Um, those are on our channel. There are numbers videos. And we'll be here next week too. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. We're happy to help out. Other than that, have a good weekend. Take care.
See ya.
Bye.